Hi yogis, I hope you're doing well and staying connected with the loved ones virtually, I hope. It's Lika Elwood and I invite you today to join me for this Mellow Yoga practice. So we'll start in a comfortable seated posture. You might sit with your legs crossed. You might sit on your shins. Placing your hands on your knees or your thighs. Find a little more length through the spine and relax your shoulders down the back. You can keep your eyes gently closed or open. And start tuning to your breath. Just noticing your inhales and your exhales. Finding a little more ease with each breath. Finding a little more depth with each in-breath. And a little more length with each out-breath. So just take your time to really settle into your breath. Hi guys. Hi Jacqueline. Finding an inward and upward lift through your lower belly, and upward and outward lift through your chest. You can keep your breath the way it is in this natural way, or consider taking your exhalations a little longer than your inhalations, so finding a little more length with each out breath. That will activate our parasympathetic nervous system. That will allow us to settle into our own bodies, settle onto our mats, settle into our breath. Consider making your breath a little more audible so you can hear your own breath. See if you can let go of gripping, let go of effort at the moment. Start softening your body, your thoughts, your heart. Noticing if there are any areas in your body that might need a little extra care today. Can you soften those areas a little more? Relax your jaw, easing your eyes and the corner of your lips. Take a couple of more breaths here, your audible, strong breaths. And on the next in-breath, lift your arms over your head, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift your arms, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Once more, inhale, lift your arms, reach up. Bend your right elbow, I'm mirroring you, and place your right hand between your shoulder blades. Place your left hand to the soft part of your right arm and draw your right elbow to the back and to the center. This is a great place to be, or release your left arm down. Bend your left elbow, you might grab your shirt. You might use a strap if you have one, or you might connect your fingers if that's appropriate for you. Take a deep breath and lift higher through the right elbow, considering drawing your right shoulder lower away from your ear. And exhale, take your right elbow to your left. Finding a little more length through the right side of your body. You can keep your gaze down for support of your neck. You can keep your gaze forward to find a C curve in your cervical spine. You can bring your gaze up if that feels good for your neck. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Release your arms. Lift your arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift your arms, reach up. Exhale, bend your left elbow. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing great. Take your right hand to the muscle or the soft part of your left arm and draw your elbow to the center and back. Stay or release your right arm down, bend your right elbow behind you. It's okay if your fingers are far away from each other. Please don't force it. You might let your fingers connect if it's appropriate for you. Please consider practicing in a way that will allow you to practice tomorrow. So take care of your body. Inhale, lift your elbow high, draw your left shoulder down. Exhale, tilt to your right. Inhale, stay. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale, release your arms, lift your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands through the midline and release your hands down by your sides. Take your feet wide. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat and bring your knees left and right a couple of times. Next time your knees drop to the left, pause. Notice that you're leaning back. Sit up upright, so lean forward maybe even, so your heart is above your tailbone, and twist left. Right hand on your left knee, left fingers behind you. Mermaid twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Bring your gaze as far over your left shoulder as it's appropriate for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring your knees to your right. Switch side, turn to your right. Left hand on your right and your right fingers behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Bring your gaze as far to your right shoulder as possible, as it feels okay for your body. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath here in this mermaid twist. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, come onto your hands and the knees, tabletop position. Place your hands shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Find the neutral position of your spine. Pull your lower belly in and up to find a neutral position of your lower back. Take a deep breath in here, lift your heart, lift your tail. Exhale, round, catch into your chest, shift the hips back. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. Take one more of this cat and cow shapes. Inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine. We'll do the similar posture, similar transitions, but this time we'll do it side to side. So we'll find the side body stretches here. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, right ear to your right hip. So you're creating a C curve in your spine. Consider keeping your gaze down. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to the left hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to the right hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to the left hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, right ear to the right hip. Stay here and extend your left leg straight. So you're still in that side body stretch. Slide your left foot as far to your right as you can. Press your heel back. Beautiful. Press forward through the top of your head and a little to the right. Nice. Come back to center, neutral position of the spine. And exhale, switch side. Extend your left leg back, slide your left toes back, and press actively back through the left heel. Find gentle movements, maybe back and forth. And come back to center again, tabletop. Walk your hands slightly forward or your knees slightly back. Curl your toes under and find your downward facing dog. Pedal out through the feet, swaying your hips side to side. Do what feels good here. Roll forward like a wave into your plank-like position, vertebra by vertebra. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, shift the hips back, wave it to your downward facing dog. Twice more, roll forward like a wave. Exhale, bend your knees first, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Once more, roll forward. Exhale, bend your knees, shift the hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Walk your feet to the front of the mats, one small step at a time. Folding over your legs. Bend your knees deeper. Consider sliding your feet hip distance apart or so to find a little more ease in your body. Holding on to the opposite elbows with your hands, let your head drop heavy, ragdoll. You might sway side to side here, or you might bounce. Take a couple of breaths. Come back to center, release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Take your arms over your head, strong core. Exhale, hands to the heart. I'll turn so you can see me. So feet hip distance apart, hips above your ankles. Pull your lower belly in and up, and your chest up and out. Inhale, lift your arms, reach up. Catch your right wrist with the left hand. Take both hands to your left. Inhale, center. Elbows might be bent or straight. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Lift your arms. Exhale, twist left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Keep your hips relatively centered towards the camera. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands behind you. Interlace your fingers and let your thumbs connect. Lift your heart, deep breath in, collarbones broad. Bend your knees deeply, strong core, fold. Lift your knuckles high, let your head drop heavy. Shake your head, yes and no. Releasing your hands down towards the mat, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, walk your feet back, downward facing dog. You'll find gentle sun salutations here to warm up the bodies. And then we'll do a few more gentle stretches. Inhale, roll forward like a wave into your plank pose. Exhale, bend your knees, shift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Twice more. Inhale, roll forward, waving to your plank. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. One more. Inhale, roll forward. Lower your knees to the mat and come all the way down onto your belly any way you want. You might find a gentle chaturanga here. Come onto your belly. Point your toes back and press the tops of your feet down. Place your hands by your rib cage, maybe closer to your shoulders than you usually would. Hug your elbows towards each other, towards the midline. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart. Maybe let your hands lift, hug your elbows towards each other. Instead of looking up, look forward and down. Create integrity in your cervical spine. Take one more breath, lift a little higher. Exhale, release down onto your belly. Walk your hands back, hug your elbows towards each other. Lift in a higher cobra and press back to child's pose. Bring your knees wide or close. Big toes touch. Shift the hips back and stretch your arms forward, or you can make a pillow with your hands. And find your comfortable child's pose, balasana. If you need a block under your forehead, feel free to find it, or a blanket. Shifting the hips back and down towards the heels. Softening your shoulders and your face. Connecting to your strong, audible breath. Again, your exhalation should be or might be longer than your inhalation, perhaps. Take a couple of breaths here. Coming back to your tabletop when you're ready. Inhale. Exhale, curl your toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Press one heel down, bend the opposite knee and switch. Maybe using that same movement, walk forward with your feet. Pedal now through your feet. Fold once you get there, creating a little more space for your body by bringing your feet a little wider or bending your knees a little deeper. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Keep your gaze forward and down so the back of your neck stays long. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold again. Take one more inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press your feet down, activate through your core, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Find in your mountain pose, press your feet down, inhale, lift your arms. Catch your left wrist with the right hand, take both hands to the right, bend your elbows deeply, draw your right elbow down, left elbow up. Inhale, stay, lift your heart, keep your core strong. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale, center, lift your arms, shoulders down. Exhale, switch, bend your elbows deeply. Inhale, stay. Exhale, go deeper. Inhale, back to center, lift your arms. Exhale, release your hands down. If you're interlacing your fingers, switch the grip. Bring your opposite thumb on top so it might feel a little awkward. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, a strong core with control. Fold. You might take your hands side to side, bending one knee and lengthening through the other leg, and switching, or find a gentle movement with your head. Releasing your hands down, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, walk back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward like a wave. Exhale, bend and you shift the hips up and back. Inhale, roll forward, plank. Exhale, hips up and back. Once more, inhale, roll forward. You might keep your knees down or lifted, lower all the way down onto your belly. Stretch your arms back. You might create some space between your feet. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders, hands on your feet. Locust again, avoid looking up. Keep your gaze down and forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, lower. One more inhale, find your locust, Shalabhasana. Back of your neck long, stay here. Lift high, deep breath in. Exhale, stay. Take one more, lift higher still. Exhale, release. Take your hands by your ribs, hug your elbows towards each other. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch, shift the hips back. Again, if you need to modify your child's pose, feel free to do so. feeling a little more heat build in your body, in your breath. Stay in your child's pose. Walk both hands to your left. Bringing your right hand to your left, shifting the hips to your right and back. Let your head drop heavy. You can stay here with both arms stretched to the left and to the front, or bend your left elbow. Take your left hand by your left knee and gently twist towards your left. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Take one more breath. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, walk both hands to the right. You might cover your right hand with your left, shift the hips to the left and back, or bend your right elbow, place your right hand outside of your right knee and turn and twist to the right. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Walk your hands back to center, tabletop. And exhale, settle here. Inhale, extend your right leg straight back. Keep your right toes down. Shift forward and back. Come back to neutral. Lift your right foot. Stay with your right heel same height as your hip. So avoid arching through your lower back. Pull your lower ribs in and back. You might stay here with both hands on the floor for support, or extend your left arm forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, bend your knee. Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your knee. Stay here or reach your left arm back. You might catch your foot, or you might just reach towards it. If you have your foot, draw your foot back and away from you. Keep your core strong and lift through your pelvis. Take one more breath. Exhale, release. Place your left hand down, extend your right leg back. Kickstand your left foot to your left, a little tricky transition. Plant your right foot down. Lift your right arm up, deep breath in. Exhale, take your arm over your head. Find a side body stretch. You can keep your gaze down, forward or up. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right arm, maybe your right foot. You might stay here or bend your right knee. Catching your foot, draw your foot back. Take one more breath. Exhale. Extend your right leg back, right arm up. Exhale, lower your right knee down. Keep your right arm lifted first and thread the needle. Right arm underneath of your left shoulder. You might stay with the left hand on the floor, especially if your neck feels a little tender. You might also use a block under your head. You might lift your arm, you might reach it forward or place it behind your back. Find a few breaths here. When you're ready, slowly release, finding your way back to your tabletop position. Extend your left leg straight back and rock back and forth. Coming back to center, lift your left foot. Stay here or stretch your right arm back, spinal balance, deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, extend your leg back. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, extend your leg back. Exhale, bend your knee. Stay or reach your right arm back. You might catch your foot, draw your foot back and away from you. Keep your core strong, lift through the pelvis, take one more breath. Exhale, release. Extend your left leg back. Lower your left toes down, both hands on the floor for a moment. Extend your right foot to the right. Plant your left foot down. Lift your left arm up to the sky. So it's a modified side plank position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take your left arm over your head. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left arm. Maybe lift your left foot. Exhale, bend your left knee. You might catch your foot or reach towards it. If you have your foot, draw your foot back and away from you. Keep your core strong. Heart forward and up. Maybe head back if it feels okay on your neck. Take one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, release your left arm up, left leg back. Exhale, lower your left knee down, thread the needle. Left arm underneath of your right armpit. And again, find a variation that works for you, either extending that right arm forward or bringing it behind your back. Settle in here into your breath. It's a nice spinal twist. Nice shoulder stretch here. When you're ready, take a deep breath in back to tabletop. Exhale, keep your hips high above your knees. Walk your hands forward. Come into your puppy dog stretch. Anahatasana. Resting your forehead on the floor or block. Keeping your hips high above your knees. Stay in your puppy dog stretch for a few breaths. Finding the nice sensation in the sides body. In the sides of your body. Take a couple of breaths. Stay with your forearms down on the floor. Slither forward to your Sphinx pose. Reposition so the elbows come slightly in front of your shoulders, perhaps. Press the tops of your feet down actively. If you feel a little tenderness in your lower back, consider staying here and just breathe through that sensation. If it feels sharp, burning, please reposition or skip the posture if needed. Find a neutral position of your neck first, so keeping your gaze forward and down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Keep your pelvis, your legs, your feet heavy on the mat, looking for that gentle stress in the back body, the lower back. So instead of shying away from that sensation, unless it feels sharp, unbearable, or unbreathable, consider staying with that discomfort and just breathe through it. Get accustomed to it, make friends with it. Take a few breaths here. Keep your head heavy, chin towards your chest a little more. Take 3 more deep breaths here in a Sphinx pose. When you're ready, lift the chin, deep breath in. Exhale, slide your left knee to your left so it's in line with your hips, and the left foot and your left knee is down. So you're coming into a half frog pose to find a gentle sensation in your left inner groin. Here, take a deep breath in, lift the chin. Exhale, round, chin to your chest. Look at your belly button. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round again. Take one more. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral spine. Keep your left knee to your left, still half rock position. Slide your elbows to the sides. You might make a pillow with your hands or rest one cheek down. Come into your half frog here, releasing your sphinx arms. You might rest your right cheek on a mat, facing the same direction as your knees for a little more support for your neck. You might rest your forehead down or placing your left cheek on the mat to face away from the knees for a little more sensation perhaps. So your choice. Remember which way you did this round, so when we come to the other side, you can do the same thing there. You might find that your breath feels a little restricted now once you lay on your belly. See if you can redirect your breath to the sides and the backs of your lungs. Searching and finding that strong, audible breath. Take a couple of more breaths here in this half frog on the left side. And when you're ready, keep your legs the way they are. Come back to your half sphinx, half frog shape. Option to stay here. A little more care for your quads. Bend in your right knee if that's appropriate for you, and lift your right foot. If it feels too sharp, please stay away from it. This is a great place to be. Or slide your right fingers a little to the left so it feels a little more supported, and stretch your left arm back. You might reach, you might catch your foot. If you have your foot, draw your foot back and away from you, lift your heart. If it's a lot of sensation, but it's a breathable space to be, consider to stay here. If not, please come out anytime you need to. Take care of your beautiful bodies, yogis. Take another breath. Exhale, release your foot, right foot first. Come back to your full sphinx. Extend both legs and come to a neutral position before we build in the same postures on the other side. So come on to your belly, stretch your arms back. You might bend your knees, take your feet side to side, a little tendon to your lower back. Come back to center. So stay where you're at. I'm just gonna switch the position for a moment so you could see my other side better. And come back to your sphinx pose. So lay on your belly. And bring your forearms down, shoulders either above your elbows or elbows slightly forward. Slide your right knee to the right. Again, you're coming into that half frog position. So try to keep your right knee somewhat 90-degree angle. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your heart. Exhale, round chin to chest. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round again. One more. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral spine and exhale, come on to your belly. Rest in your left cheek down if you want to face the same direction as your knees. You might rest your forehead down and your hands, or bring your right cheek on your mat for a little more sensation. Pressing your belly actively into the earth and find your breath. Again, redirecting your breath to the backs of your lungs. It's a nice, gentle pranayama restriction. Find a little more openness in different areas of our lungs. Take a couple of breaths here, feeling that sensation in your right inner groin, right inner leg, right inner thigh perhaps. When you're ready, stay with the legs the way they are. So half frog on the right side, come back to your sphinx arms. This is a great place to be. Or bend your left knee and lift your left foot. You might reach your right arm back, catching or just reaching towards it if it's not available for you. And draw your foot back and away from you. Bring your gaze forward. Take a couple of breaths. It might be a lot of sensations here. If you're working from home, sitting behind the computer desk, tendon to the quads are essential to taking care of our bodies. Take one more breath. Release your left foot first. Extend your right leg back. Come on to belly neutral position of the spine. Bend your knees and take your feet side to side. Coming back to center. Pressing yourself back to child's pose. Shifting your hips back. It might take a moment or so to feel the lower back kind of reshift and come back to neutral position. You might feel a little tenderness perhaps there or tingling. It's all okay. Just allow yourself to settle here. Stay with your breath. And when you're ready, come back to your tabletop. From your tabletop, curl your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Let your downward facing dog release any tension, any stress along the spine. Pedal out through the feet, wiggle your tail. Do what feels right, do what feels good. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Press your feet down. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Press your feet down. Direct your tailbone towards your heel so your lower back stays neutral. Close your eyes and pressing your feet down. Keep your eyes closed and shift to your right. Shift to your left. Shift forward and shift back. Come to a neutral position. Take a deep breath and root and down through your feet. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Gently open your eyes. Lift your arms over your head. Reach up. Exhale. Release your left arm down. Press your left hand against your left leg. Slide it down your left leg and reach your right hand to the left. Inhale. Stay. Exhale. Cross the horizon with your right hand. Inhale. Lift your arms. Reach up. Exhale. Release your right hand down. Inhale. Here, get taller, and exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg, reach your left hand down. Inhale, stay. Exhale, cross the horizon with your left hand. We'll take a couple of more rounds like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, get taller, strong core, exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale, cross the horizon. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, get taller, left fingers reach up, right fingers reach down. Exhale, side body stretch. Inhale, stay. Exhale, cross the horizon. We'll take one on each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left arm down. Inhale, reach your right fingers up, left fingers down. Exhale, right hand to your left. Inhale, stay. Exhale, cross the horizon. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, reach your left fingers up, right fingers down. Find that oppositional force. Exhale, left hand to your right. Inhale, stay. Exhale, cross the horizon. Inhale, lift your arms over your head. Exhale, swan dive forward, bend your knees deeper if needed. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, Release your hands down. Walk your feet a little wider than your hips. Open your toes to the sides. Bend your knees and come to your Malasana yogic squat. If you need a block or two, please sit on a block. Another variation, if you have tender knees, is to sit down on your bottom, keeping the feet down. So it has a very similar action, similar benefit to our body. It's just a little less pressure on your knees. So find your yogic squat and sit up nice and tall. Soften your shoulders, press your elbows actively in against your inner thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We'll find a little gentle stretch for the wrists here. If it feels unbearable for your knees, again, find support by bringing a block under your sits bones or sitting down completely. Make a fist for the left hand. Curl your knuckles towards you. Rest your right hand on top of your left hand gently. So you're not pushing or pressing or forcing it. Just gently adding a little weight here. So we did a lot of downward facing dogs and planks, so it's a lot of this action here, a 90-degree angle towards it. So this is a nice release, nice contrast stretch here. Release and shake your hand and switch. Make fist with the right hand, curl your knuckles towards you. Rest your left hand on top of your right hand and gently stay here and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Slowly release. Shake your right hand. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take your hands behind you. Sit on the bottom if you're not there yet. If you had a block first, move it to the side and then sit down. Bring your feet to touch. Open your knees wide. Your feet might be in front of you, towards you rather, or you might slide them forward. So a little diamond shape. So it's entirely up to you. Different stretches, different actions in the body. No way is right or wrong way. So just do what feels good. Again, practice in a way that will allow you to practice tomorrow. Holding on to your feet or your ankles. Take a deep breath and lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Keeping your spine long, reach forward with your heart. Let your head drop heavy. You might feel a little more sensation in your lower back when you do that. Creating a little space between your teeth. Keeping your lips close together without squeezing it, very gently. Ease in your eyes. Your forehead softens. Connect into your breath. Take another breath or two here. And when you're ready, don't rush. Take your time. Stay longer if needed. Lift your chest up. Extend your right leg forward. Bend on your left knee and placing your left foot against your right leg. Coming into Janu Shasana. If you need knee or your hip needs a little more support, place a block or blanket underneath of it. Inhale, lift your heart, get super tall. You might lift your arms or keep your hands down. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. You might use a strap if you wish. Like I'm using it right here. You might rest your hands at either side of your foot or hold on to your foot. Getting a little longer on each in-breath. And gently fold in deeper on each out breath. another breath here. Let it all out. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take your left hand behind you. You might stay here with the hips down, or lift the hips and stretch your right arm over your head and back. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more, lift the hips higher. Exhale, shift the hips back and down. Keep your left knee bent. Bend your right knee and place your right foot outside of your right hip, just like we did at the beginning of this practice for the mermaid twist. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist to your left. So your right knee is behind your left foot and the left foot outside of your right hip, or the right foot outside of your right hip rather. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Twists are amazing contra postures for the forward folds. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center. Lift your heart. Exhale. Switch your legs. Extend your left leg forward. Bend your right knee. Bring your right foot against your left leg for Janu Shasana. Inhale, get tall. You might lift your arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let your in-breath make you a little longer in your spine. Exhale. Let your exhale take you deeper towards the ground. Take two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Take one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bend your left knee. Take your left foot. Hold on, I skipped something. So keep your left leg extended. Sorry about that. Take your right hand behind you. Lift the hips and stretch your left arm over your head and back. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, bring your hips back and down. And now find your mermaid twist. Bend your left knee. Bring your left foot outside of your left heel. So your left knee or your left thigh behind your right foot. Inhale again. Notice if you're leaning back or leaning forward. Straight upright position. And exhale, twist right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Open your legs wide in a V shape for dragonfly posture. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay or walk your hands forward. You might place a block or blanket under your sits bones to find a little more tilt forward. If it feels too intense, you can bend your knees deeper or slide your legs a little closer towards each other. Some of you might stay on your hands, some of you might come onto your elbows. If you'd like to use a block under your forehead, feel free to do that as well. If you're staying in a breathable space, just allow yourself to soften a little more. If your breath feels a little shallow, rushed perhaps, consider repositioning yourself, shifting the posture, and then trying to settle into it again. Ease in your jaw, softness in your eyelids, Take 2 more deep breaths here. Walk your hands back towards your body. Lift your heart. Deep breath in. Keep your legs wide. Turn to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart. Exhale, turn to your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Take 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. Stay here. We'll find a side body stretch here. You can bring your left arm inside of your left leg or inside of your right leg, your choice. Take your right arm over your head. You might reach towards your foot. You might catch your foot. However, if your neck needs a little more support, for most of us, it does. Bend your right elbow. Place your right hand behind the back of your head. Lean against your hand for support and lift your right elbow up and back. Take 2 deep breaths. 1 more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, switch. Right arm inside or outside, inside of your right leg or the left leg. Take your left arm over your head. You might catch your foot. You might stay lifted. Or again, consider bending your left elbow, placing your left hand behind your head, leaning against it for support. Draw your left elbow up and back. Inhale, get taller. Exhale. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take your hands forward and fold again. See if you can go perhaps a little deeper this time, from going into gentle twist over one leg and then another, and then finding side body stretches as well. Take a few breaths. Walking your hands back towards your body. When you're ready, lift your heart. Take your hands under your knees for support of your knees. Slide your feet towards each other. And bring your knees towards each other. Pressing your feet down. Stretch your arms forward. Keep your strong core. Spine long. Deep breath in. Exhale, go back. Slowly press your toes down. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, draw the back of your heart back. Engage through the core. Inhale. Exhale, roll all the way down onto your back. All the way down. Once you're on your back, bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice gentle hug. Rock side to side, massage on your back. Coming back to center, bring your feet down to the mat. Bring your knees directly above your ankles so your heels are closer to your hips than you might think. You might even be able to touch the heels of your hands with your fingertips. Keep your hands by your sides. Deep breath in, lift the hips high. Exhale, lower down vertebra by vertebra. So we'll
coming into the floating bridge here. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower your hips down. Imagine you have a block in between your thighs and you're squeezing your thighs into that block. Inhale, lift the hips. Squeeze that imaginary block. Exhale, lower down. We'll add the arms. Inhale, lift the hips. Stretch your arms over your head and back. Keep your arms over your head. Lower your hips all the way down. Keep your arms where they are. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release your back down. Bring your arms back down by your sides. So we'll take a few rounds here. It's a little tricky. So if you do it some other way, that's totally fine as well. Inhale, lift the hips. Stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release your back down. Take your arms by your sides. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your hips. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release your hips down. Bring your arms by your sides. Last round. Inhale, lift the hips. Stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release your hips and your arms down. Pause here, deep breath in. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers on top of your right shin and gently press it closer towards you. Press your sacrum actively into the earth. Consider keeping your left knee bent for a moment so it's a little more length in your lower back that way. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Keep your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg straight forward. Bring your hips a little to the right and drop your right knee to your left. So you're coming into your one leg twist. If you need support, you can keep the block under your right knee or you can keep your right knee lifted. You might stay here with the left leg straight or bend your left knee and catch your left foot with your right hand. Foot might be lifted or down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath. Exhale. If you have your left foot, release your left foot, extend your left leg straight first, and then exhale, bring your right knee back to center, come onto your back. Keep your right knee bent, left leg extended, reposition so your back is even on the ground. Lift your right leg, take your hands behind your right leg. Press your leg and your hands against each other. Find a gentle bend through the right knee. Take a breath here. Let it all out. Find in your half happy baby. Right knee towards the right side of your right armpit. And release your right foot down. Bring your left knee to your chest. Take your left knee to your chin. Pause here again. This is amazing for your lower back. So press your sacrum all the way down actively. Extend your right leg straight forward. And drop your left knee to your right. Stay here or bend your right knee. You might catch your right foot with your left hand. Take a couple of breaths here in this twist or variation of cat pull in its tail pose. Let go of your right foot. Come back to center. Reposition so your back is down on the mat. Extend your left leg up. Take your hands behind your left leg. Press your leg and your hands against each other. And come into a half happy baby pose. Staying here, holding onto your foot or your ankle or your thigh. Roll your right hip down towards the mat. Slowly release. Come into a full body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, knees to your chest. Find full happy baby or any other gentle movements to finish your practice. Rock side to side perhaps, and when you're ready, come into a full relaxation, final rest, Shavasana. Laying on your back, sliding your feet a little wider than your hips, opening your toes to the sides. Find a neutral position of your neck, so your nose is facing up to the sky. Settle in here, closing your eyes. If you need any props to support you, feel free to grab them. Just allow yourself to really settle here in your final rest. Start letting go of any effort. Letting go of stress, anxiety if possible. Coming into the space of light, love, peace. Feel more softness and heaviness in your body. You can stay in this Shavasana for as long as you wish. Give yourself an opportunity to stay here maybe for 5 or 7 minutes. And once you finish, take your time, pause this video for as long as you need to. But when you're finished with your final rest, find in the gentle movements, bring awareness back to your breath, to your body. Roll onto your side, left or right. Pause in there in a fetal position. Coming into a comfortable seated posture. I know we all are facing hard times, but know that you can do this. You are whole, you are strong, and you are not alone. Lift your arms over your head, reach up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it all out.
Bring your thumbs to your third eye. May there be peace in our thoughts, peace in our speech, peace in our hearts, and our vibrant bodies. Namaste. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me. My name is Lika Elwood. Let me know if you have any questions. Post them in the comments. And I'm really happy to be able to share this practice with you. Thank you all for watching. Bye.